There is a place in the world where time literally feels broken. You walk through a street and suddenly you are standing next to a 2,000-year-old wall. Then you turn a corner and there's a brand new coffee shop right beside it. That place is Israel, and trust me, nobody is telling you the full story. Most travel videos show you the pretty beaches and the fancy hotels, but guys, there is so much more happening beneath the surface here. Dark secrets, hidden stories, and things that will completely change how you see this country. Honestly, I was not prepared for what I discovered when I went there. You think you know Israel from the news, from movies, from social media. You do not even close. And here's where it gets really interesting. Some of these secrets go back thousands of years. Others are hiding right in plain sight, in modern cities, in everyday life. There's one underground secret in Jerusalem alone that stopped me completely in my tracks. I'm going to take you through all of it, one by one, right now. But before we dive in, if you love uncovering the real stories behind famous places, you need to be part of our community. Hit that subscribe button on the History Lab right now. We go deeper than any other travel channel out there. Trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming up next on this channel. Okay, let's get into the secrets nobody talks about. The first thing nobody warns you about in Israel is the underground city beneath Jerusalem. I'm not speaking metaphorically. There are literally tunnels and rooms under the city streets. Some of these tunnels date back to the time of King Solomon himself. Archaeologists are still finding new chambers every single year down there. You can actually walk through some of these tunnels as a tourist, but what they don't tell you is how disorienting it truly feels.
You are walking underground, in the dark, beside walls touched by ancient hands. It hits you in a way that no museum ever could, I'm telling you. Now here is the next secret, and this one genuinely shocked me. Israel has one of the most heavily monitored borders on the entire planet. But the part nobody talks about is the underground barrier beneath the Gaza border. There is a massive, high-tech underground wall buried deep in the earth. It uses sensors, cameras, and technology that most military forces can only dream about. The engineering alone is something out of a science fiction movie, honestly. And here is where it gets really interesting. That underground wall is only part of the story. Israel also has one of the most sophisticated missile defense systems ever built. It is called the Iron Dome, and it has changed modern warfare forever. This thing can track and shoot down rockets mid-air in a matter of seconds. Most people know the name, but very few understand how it actually works. The Iron Dome uses radar to detect incoming rockets the moment they launch. Then it calculates in real time whether the rocket will hit a populated area. If the answer is yes, it fires an interceptor missile to destroy it. The success rate of this system is something that no other country has matched yet. Wait, this next part surprised even me when I found out about it. Israel is one of the top 10 most innovative countries in the entire world. It has more tech startups per person than almost any other nation on Earth. People call it the startup nation, and they are not exaggerating at all. But here is the dark side of that story nobody mentions. Many young Israelis feel enormous pressure to succeed in the tech world. The culture of achievement there runs incredibly deep, deeper than almost anywhere else. Military service is mandatory for both men and women in Israel. Every young person at 18 has to enter the military, no exceptions allowed. And here is what the travel blogs never show you, the emotional weight of that. Families send their kids off to serve, and the whole community carries that together. It's not just a law, it's a deeply emotional part of the national identity there. Some units in the Israeli military are among the most elite in the entire world. One unit in particular, Unit 8200, is basically the world's most powerful cyber intelligence force.
The gap between the ultra-wealthy and the struggling middle class has been growing for years. It is a tension that quietly simmers beneath the modern, glamorous surface of the city. And here is where it gets really interesting. Religion in Israel is far more complicated than you think. There are Jewish communities in Israel that disagree deeply with each other on core beliefs. Secular Israelis and ultra-Orthodox Israelis live in the same country, but in very different worlds. In some neighborhoods of Jerusalem, you cannot drive a car on Saturday. It is literally blocked off. The ultra-Orthodox communities have their own rules, their own schools, their own entire way of life. This internal cultural tension is something most travel content completely ignores. Trust me, understanding this makes everything you see in Israel make so much more sense. Now wait, because this next secret absolutely blew my mind when I learned it. Israel controls one of the most unique and controversial pieces of land in human history. The old city of Jerusalem is divided into 4 quarters: Jewish, Muslim, Christian, and Armenian. 4 completely different worlds exist within walking distance of each other. You can hear a church bell, a call to prayer, and a Shabbat siren within the same hour. Nowhere else on earth does that happen. Not like this, not this intensely. There is an ancient church in Jerusalem where Christian denominations have argued for centuries. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, built over the site where Jesus was crucified, has a locked door. The key to that door has been held by a Muslim family for over 800 years. That is not a joke. That is the actual documented history of that place. No kidding. The story of Israel is stranger and deeper than anything you have heard before. And here is something that travel guides almost never mention about visiting Israel. Security checks at Ben Gurion Airport are unlike anything you have ever experienced in your life. They will ask you detailed personal questions before you even check in for your flight. People often feel interrogated because honestly, that is kind of what is happening. But the reason is real. Israel has prevented countless attacks because of that system. It is not comfortable, but it is one of the most effective security systems on Earth. Now we're getting close to the biggest secret of all, and it is a powerful one. Despite everything, the conflict, the pressure, the tension, the history, life in Israel is vivid. People laugh loudly, eat incredible food, dance at beach parties until sunrise. There is a phrase Israelis use, Yalla, which basically means, let's go, keep moving, live now. It reflects something deep in the culture, a refusal to let the weight of history stop them. That resilience is the real secret, hiding beneath everything else in Israel. It is something you feel in the air, something no travel article can fully capture. And honestly, standing in Israel, feeling all of that at once, is something I will never forget. This country will challenge everything you thought you knew, and that is exactly the point. If this video opened your eyes to a side of the world you had never seen before, then we did our job. This is exactly what the History Lab was created to do. Go deeper, go darker, go further. Subscribe to the History Lab right now so you never miss a story like this one. Drop a comment below telling me which secret shocked you the most. We read every single comment, and your voice shapes what we explore next. The History Lab is not just a channel, it is your passport to the stories nobody else is telling.